Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Monster Rancher. No, really, this is going to be the last episode of my recording session. It won't matter to you, we'll still have daily episodes as usual, but like, I'm having so much fun playing Monster Rancher today, and I'm actually awake and cognizant of what's going on. But I need to stop at some point so I can eat and do some Final Fantasy XIV work and so on. So, you know, we're gonna, I'm gonna have to stop after this, but I'm sure everything will be fine. Alright, vengeance against Guron here, since the golems have been destroying us. 4% chance to hit on brow hit, that's great, because I'm not even as worried about Chop as I am his other shit. Even Belly Claw's a single digit, that's great. Always hit, never be hit. Always hit, never be hit. Even if I spend this entire time just staring at Guron. Come on, man, don't miss your 68s. You're better than that. You're better than that, Rosewater. Come on, get in there. We'll start spamming it at 16 seconds. There, spam, 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 spam. Spam 1-2 only. Spam 1-2 only. Good job. Good job, Rosewater. Keep it going. Keep going, keep it going. Nicely done. Don't care about the KOs, just care about the Ws. I have no problem losing a KO to a W. 4 matches in, and Rosewater is still doing extremely well. And it looks like no one else has run the table, so if we beat Whirl, that's that. And if we fail to beat Whirl, then we'll have a second shot against him. Oh man, this is it. I just had to find the breed that worked for my playstyle, and I had to find the right raising technique and the right stat to abuse in order to do what I needed to do. Unfortunately, his high speed is not going to help against monsters like Whirl that have more accuracy and their attacks are better to hit than a freaking golems, but it's a good start anyway. 26%. Looked like 26% chance to hit on tackle. Yeah, the 30s for punch. That's still a little high for my comfort level. Yeah, because that's where it'll slip through. My comfort level is under 20% for the enemy. Like, I want to have an 80% chance to dodge or better. That's where I'm going to feel okay. Anything less than that, I'm going to start to feel a little upset. Or nervous, whatever. Because right now we're losing this fight. Or at least it's just about even. And I don't like that. Well, we're at 20 seconds. Start spamming. Spam your 1-2, but don't drop below 50 guts. Nice. Again. Nice. Again. It's alright. Do it again. Spam anything. There you go. Well done. Good job, Rosewater. Paw bump to Rosewater. Okay, so Rosewater is now in the C class. Very quick. Not the quickest we've seen, but I think Rosewater is the best positioned to go up another class fairly soon. I mean, I want to get to 400 speed before I try it, honestly. 400 speed. But at least we've got the C class so I can get them into a training course if I have to. I don't want to go into training courses unless they're on sale. When we get to our final monster, I'll be a little bit more liberal about training courses. We're also feeding him meat now. Partly because I'm trying to figure out exactly how much that's going to run me cost-wise, and so far it's not too bad. He's about breaking even. So it's good that we have a nice financial buffer here. But again, I'm just going off of what the one FAQ said. The one FAQ wanted a 6-digit buffer, and I'm thinking that that's too much, or unnecessarily high. Like, he may have been fine if we had just done, like, say, even a $40,000 buffer. He may have been alright. We might be ready for the quote-unquote final monster. And we still haven't seen a single warning from Holly regarding the monster's stress. Just his fatigue sometimes. Maybe it's also partly because we've upgraded the stable so much. But either way... Hi. ... Oh, perfect. Perfect, because we're out of taffies. For, you know, whatever the reason is, I mean, if we don't need mint leaves, that's great. I'm going to keep the one I've bought, just in case I need it, but if we're not going to have to worry about stress with our final monster, then great, because that's one less thing I have to frickin' worry about. How much have you made so far? 3,800? Wow. That's it? Thought you would have made more than that by now. I'm just, like, not thinking about how many matches he must have been in. I guess I could check his record right quick. Rosewater seems... Well, what is your record? 13-4? Yeah, that's... Also, 13-4? Really? I didn't think you've lost that many times. Maybe all his losses came super early, and that's what I'm thinking of now. Huh. Oh, whatever. Diggy, diggy hole, diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole, diggy, diggy hole. Alright. Meat. Meat and potatoes. Not literally, just thinking of that phrase. That's what the Akamura is all about. Like, traditionally, especially in the 90s, that was the man's thing. Meat and potatoes, nothing else. The Akamura is all about meat and potatoes, and I'm just about pasta and cheese. So, I don't know what that says about anything. Alright, keep working on your speed, buddy. 400. We wanted at 400, nothing less, before I put you in an official C-class tournament. He's gaining speed okay. Now, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, with our final monster, I would probably put them in a speed training course immediately, rather than doing it this way, especially if we can just do it every freaking month to get the numbers up quick. Because I've seen conflicting comments about whether training gets your... starts chopping lifespan, but... You know, I think it's worth the risk. I really do, because... Especially putting meat in their mouths, because... No one hashtag that, please. But, you know, with our previous monsters, I've done training almost constantly, and we've been fine. We've even turned a profit, so... And monsters live so much longer in this game than they do in other games. So, I'm thinking about it. This wouldn't work with buttons, because buttons would not be predisposed to speed. I wonder if a worm tiger would be, or even a tiger worm. And if that would help their lifespan and speed and power. Like a worm tiger might work for me. Huh. Well, whatever. It's not a concern yet. Let's get up to 400 speed, and then we'll do a tournament and go from there. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Yes, you is. Also, is it me, or does there seem to be fewer sales this time around than with some of our previous monsters? Maybe not. Maybe it's just in my head. Oh, we're gentle again? Damn it. Is it the taffies? The taffies must be contributing to that as well. Alright, let's buy a couple Mystic Snakes then. I'll keep one on hand for emergencies again. Even if this hits his loyalty, as long as it's a small hit, I'm not too concerned about it. Because last time I used one, I think it dropped at, what, 15 points? Which is reasonable. I just need to keep him as even as possible. Wait, did I praise him after the last fight? Maybe that's the problem. Oh, that was only a 1-point loyalty drop. Well, shoot. Well, we can live with that all day. Because we'll get that back just doing this. He's just pissy at me for 1 day, and now he's fine. Official tournament. Nope, not yet. Not yet. I know you're excited to do it, Holly, but not yet. But if I had been on a speed course, then we probably could have been ready, or at least we would have been at that 400 mark that I'm trying to get to. I am making a steady loss, though. Okay. Now he's on sale. Alright. But I am making a steady loss, and that's something I need to be cognizant of. We've made an overall profit from the start of the recording session with Bumwiggles, but with our boy here, he has not made that much money, which is why that buffer is so important. But I mean, you get to a point where you want such a big buffer that you're just not being... you're not being efficient, so that's sort of where I'm at right now. I don't think I'm maximizing my efficiency here. Ah, who's a wet doggo? You're a wet doggo. I'm gonna take you into Holly's room, have you hop up on her bed, and then do your little doggo shake, and just spray water all over her room. I'm so sorry, Holly. You don't deserve that. I'm gonna do it anyway, because as we know, at PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, if it makes Pyro laugh, he'll probably do it. So Holly's gonna have to get ready for some wet doggo sheets that smell like waterfall and dog ass. No, we're not praising you. I'm too nice to you. I don't care if he's disappointed. Alright, the good part is he got to 400 speed. That's where we wanted him. So we're going to enter the next tournament no matter where it is in the C class. Even though we didn't do anything else with his raising, I just want to get a handle on where his dodge rate is for his C class competition. Ooh, 1 week. Perfect. Alright, in the meantime, start working on your accuracy, because that's going to be the next thing that's going to have to come up. Barf barf. I'm a dog. Alright, wow, he is predisposed to accuracy, too. Rosewater as well. He better be. Alright, let's do this, Rosewater. Spring C Cup, baby. Let's get some cash. I'm thinking ahead to what I'm gonna eat. I actually do have some pasta ready. My local grocery store got wiped out of a lot of the ingredients that I like, but I'm a very flexible eater. And there were some frozen meals that nobody touched, so I loaded up on them. They're just bags of pasta you just shove in the microwave for a little while. The recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of butter, and the last time I made one I put in 2 just to see what happened. That was a mistake, as I was pretty much making the noodles float in a butter pool, which was delicious, but also a little much. So I'm going to actually stick to the recipe this time. Whoa! Abby wants a little pudgy! Ah, is that because he's fat, or is it because of his sub-breed? Oh, but his little quills are shorter, too. Oh, that's so cool! I had seen people tell me that, like, the monsters are physically different from each other, even within a single breed. In other Monster Ranchers, they just change their colorings. They don't actually look physically different. And that's something that people were saying, you know, the commenters were saying they missed. And I agree, that's cool. That's a cool little change, that Abiwan is short and fat, and he's got slightly stumpier legs and shorter quills and no horns because he's crossed with, what, a hare? So that's so cool. Always hit, never be hit. Let's go, Rosewater. Spam, 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 spam. Spam, spam, spam. Nice. Oh, Scratch only had a 3% chance to hit. Fuck you, Albiwan. 400 speed, baby. And that was against a monster who had decent accuracy. This whole time, I should have been working on my speed. And I've been raising monsters other than Bum Bum who aren't predisposed to it. I mean, even Darth Naga, as good as he was, is not predisposed to speed. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Rudy. Let's just leave him out of the conversation. Okay, like this. Maka may have a shitload of hit points, but he really doesn't have anything else. And we have equal... If the game works in levels, we have equal power. So... we're not in bad shape right now. Alright, let's do this, Rosewater. You know what to do. Get in his face. 10% chance to hit in that front attack, whatever it is. Oh, he's got enough defense, and we've got so little power. If one of those attacks slips through, we're going to be in trouble by percentage. I don't think he's going to hit very hard, but... I mean, we're doing barely any chip damage to him. But this is where all of that speed training has helped, because he's only got a 1% chance to hit. We need some more moves, just in case. Ice Bomb? No, we definitely don't need that. Scratch, 1, 2, okay. Alright. Spam him. Spam, 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 spam. Even if it's bite, spam, spam. Just waste time. Any move you've got. Spam, 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 spam. Well done, Rosewater. All we care about's the W, not the KO. Woo! Oh, I've got... Maybe Rosewater was just howling off my woo. That was his version of saying woo. Oh! Okay, so when I'm recording this, I just got... the episode that just went up was about 49-ish, where I was asking if animals had... words for us humans, for their owners, because I remember my cat, Tiger, would always make a similar sound when he was trying to get my attention, so I didn't know if he was trying to say my name or his name for me, or if he was just shouting a random set of nonsense to get my attention. But it was so similar that I thought, you know, maybe it is his version of my name, because clearly animals are smart enough to know their own names. So it also made me think of Pokemon, because it took me like 40 episodes of the original series to realize it, but Pikachu has a specific set of noises for Ash, which I found interesting. It's Pika-Pee. If he ever says Pika-Pee, he's talking specifically to Ash. It's very interesting. So I'm like... I don't know, maybe our ears are just unable to pick it up, but at least, or maybe it's just my ears, but if an animal does have a specific noise, if Tiger had a specific noise he made to get my specific attention, then I didn't really pick up on it. But I wonder if I could now, like if he was still alive, if I'd try to keep my ears open and be really more tuned in and see if he was making the same noise when he wanted my attention. Because he also tended to yell at me. Like, if he wanted the Akamura's attention, he would just stare at her. But if he wanted my attention, especially in the mornings when I woke up, he would make specific noises. I mean, it was mainly kind of a screech. I would demonstrate, but no one wants to hear me imitate my cats, so I'm not going to. But it's like, I don't know, like there was a very specific meow he would do to try to get my attention. All right, so, oh, and someone else had a very philosophical comment that words are just noises that we do to apply a certain concept, which is correct. I mean, that's a very high-thinking statement, but it is 100% correct. It's the same way, like, there have been studies where if you say or think or write a swear word, it lights up certain parts of your brain. But, like, hearing a swear word in a different language doesn't do anything because you don't have a meaning to it, you know? If a non-English speaker hears the N-bomb, it's not going to affect them whatsoever because they're not going to know the definition. Whereas all of us English speakers, if we hear the N-bomb, we get, you know, a little tense, because it means something. So, language is fascinating. So is this game, but I'm going to tear myself away so I can finally get some food in me, so people don't beat me with spoons, and so I can get some Final Fantasy work done, and so I can edit some episodes. So I'm going to be busy the rest of the evening, but holy crap, we've actually got a technique here. No rest. No rest for the wicked. Stop showing your fully rendered butthole to me. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.